Hi there, we're looking at the DOT, Polkadot's weekly chart at the moment, and there's a bit of like positive sign, I would say, looking at what's happening, but we never know whether that's absolutely the case. So we're going to find out both in the weekly and the daily chart what the price actions are telling us, especially in terms of the Wyckoff method. So let's get started. Here, in the weekly, we see after this like sign of strength and then eventually a lower level test compared to the previous test as well as the silent climax. Here we seem to see like a higher high going on, so something is building up. Hopefully it's going to lead the price to come back to this yellow line at around $5.20 in the coming weeks. Hopefully there won't be a deeper test, but we never know. We just have to be careful and set our stop loss. You know the practice. So last time here you see after the SOS there was a deeper test, and eventually it climbed a bit and comes another deeper test. So that's what I was talking about. So we hope this won't happen, but it can. So as of this moment, we're going through this first one, much like this, after the SOS, and then even if you expect the price to go up, be careful, there could be another test that can be lower than the current price level. However, since we're having some flat bottoms as of this moment, it may gain a little bit momentum to have a little bounce or a little pump. So that's the big picture. Let's go to the daily and see what's going to happen in terms of the daily Wyckoff. It's pretty busy in the daily chart, and the tags are absolutely jamming the charts. So here we're seeing again like another climb over here, and if we draw a line at these bottoms, it's telling the same story, that the price seems to be going through quite a mild uptrend because of the big picture in the weekly. It's short-term positive, but it's still possible that like after a bounce it will or it would decline. So that's why people are more like conservative, maybe not jumping in too quickly. But after a sign of strength, you see there may be a little bit of retracement. It happened already, maybe, that we have a short one. It doesn't have to be that long. Last time it took around 9-10 days by looking at the candles. This time we're already 7 days in, like after the sign of strength. So it's possible that this backup, last point of support is over, and there may be another pump coming. So the same resistance level at the yellow line at around $5.21. That's what happened in mid-May. So let's see whether we'll see the same level, because in the weekly what happens is if it climbs to this level, there may be a chance that even the bigger picture is going to get to another line climax. So if there's no particular bad news coming out, the market is still pretty like optimistic about like crypto or even the economy, then there's a chance that this accumulation cycle is like approaching its end, and that's why I say the new distribution cycle may be not too far away. So hopefully nobody drops a bomb or something that crashed the crypto market. Currently it looks like things have been set up, at least for Polkadot, that you see this accumulation cycle late last year. Currently, like after this long period, it seems like it's getting close to the end of the accumulation cycle. So interesting part is when we look at this and compared to this, that seems to be very close. I mean in terms of duration. So this one, from the bottom to where it started to climb, it took 92 days. This one, from the bottom to where it started to climb, 93 days. So like almost exactly the same period, 3 months time, and then a boom. Though remember, the peaks are of different heights, so don't expect every time these peaks would be of the same height. Reason being, I always mention, look at what's happening in the weekly before you try to guess what's going to happen in the daily, because daily absolutely won't be able to overcome the mega trend, right? So sorry, I forgot to change the chart again. So that's what I was talking about. So the weekly, if it's under downtrend, starting from December last year, if you look at here, that's where it is, right? So if it's going through a downtrend in the weekly, even if there's a like a buying climax, a mini distribution in the daily, it's not going to go above what's happening in the weekly. So that's the thing. So thanks for joining me today for Polkadot session. I'll move on to the next one.